Coach. Thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Throwing, Hundley. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Hundley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll drop the throw, and he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Aaron Donald, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
53, Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. All right, let's get there. Mike. 53 Mike.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dante Fowler in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Henry, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerome Baker, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Smallwood. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
53 is the mic. Monday. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Get that quarterback, D-Rod. Get that quarterback.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off. Brandon Cooks, 20, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He'll have a first down past the 40. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes Grant on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points. It's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
March 43. March 43. 6-man.
2nd and 13. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to throw. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Rosen will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. Turn it in. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, try. 43 in the mic. Stay with your man.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. But Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got it.
They'll run with Henry. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, quarter, 3, Mike. All day, every day.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And Wilson has it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They toss it left side to Smallwood. The tackle there by John Johnson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, quarter, I'm here all day. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run with Smallwood out of the pistol. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch gears. 53 to Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's checking crack.
From the 35 on second down, Hundley flushed out right. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Check, 43. It's our time.
Tip carry now for Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Hundley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing, Hundley. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Coming right, Smallwood on the toss. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second down now, it's Henry. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, look three.
Henderson going to run for it. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 31. Rosen got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Don't get nervous. Hey, alert.
A run with Smallwood. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Rosen to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rosen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
I'm going to run you over.
Monday.
Mike 55.
Hey, Delta.
So we got man. Mike 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hard.
On play action, Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Exit, exit.
Fourth down. Here's Rosen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up the throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. Try to get it to Woods. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, zoom. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Let's go. Alert. Number 53, Mike 53.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by John Johnson, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Rush in. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I got it. 43 is the mic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Woods the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for L.A., they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do.